Welcome to Love Passionately. My name is Thomas.
My name is Sara. We are studying Tantra. And initially, I wasn't so sure about it. We have been married for over 20 years, and I thought we're pretty happy, but Thomas likes to spice things up. So he went searching and found ecstatic living. And we like the program primarily because it really respects our relationship for who we are and helps us grow and stay together.
People often ask when I tell them that we're doing a couples relationship class, well, was your marriage not good? And our marriage was pretty good. We liked it, but there's always this feeling that you might have something more, or you want to get more spice in your life and more love and passion. And we used to say when we were making love that we should do this more often, and kind of would get out of the habit, and then a week or so later we'd go, gosh, we should do this more often. And we don't say that anymore because we do love passionately, and it is a lot of fun to be in a relationship now with a beautiful woman that I just adore, and it's just great. And I couldn't say that before we started Tantra. It's opened up how I say things, how I look at our relationships, how I view Sara, and I'm just in love with this goddess.
I have been a therapist for over 20 years and work with a lot of couples, and I often hear them say, there's gotta be more to marriage. And I wanna say Tantra, sky dancing Tantra. For us, it's really worked, been profound. I love my husband. I feel so much more love for myself. Probably how it's affected me the most is my confidence to be here, to own who I am, my feelings, my body, and it's affected my parenting, my work, with my clients, my work, and definitely my love relationship. That after over 20 years, we're happier than we've ever been.
Our only regret with the whole thing is that we didn't start 20 years ago, because we could have had a lot more passion for 20 years. But we're so glad we found this path now, and that we're on it, and we get to go to places and love each other even more than we ever thought possible.
So we want to share this experience with others. We would like to offer people to feel more love for themselves first. That's where it always starts, so they can be connected in their relationships.
And one of the things we wanted to do was to bring this back to Minnesota. We first studied it at the Ecstatic Living Institute, which is in Harbin Hot Springs, California. We went to our first class, and I had found it on the internet. I'd been searching around for something with couples intimacy that might bring us closer together. And I found this class, and I proposed it to Sara, and first she was a little resistant, but then Steve and Lokita Carter had this great video where they as a couple interacted, and that kind of sold us on the whole process, and we went. And the first weekend I was in fear that she would bolt at any moment, and I was so glad that she didn't, and that we went through the whole weekend. And it was our 20th anniversary when we went, and at the end of the weekend, we go around and everybody talks about how they feel in the weekend, and all I could do was cry about how much I love my beautiful wife. And it was just, it was, I don't normally cry, but I did then. We were so impressed with how much it changed our lives in just a short weekend that we went back for another week-long training, which was absolutely fabulous. It brought me to tears again, and brought us more love. Actually, I want to say it brought us more love in our life, even more than just the weekend. And then when Steve and Lokita offered this Tantra teacher training program, we signed up because we'd love to bring this kind of work back to Minnesota. As far as we knew, there was no Tantra in Minnesota, and we thought everybody should have this. Everybody should be able to be in a marriage where they feel passionate towards their partner, where they have this sense of connection that starts in here first, but then extends to your partner, and you just feel like you're connected through your hearts.
Tantra, like many things, does involve practice, and we have set up a weekly practice on Sunday nights where we get together and really hold this space for ourselves. Our kids are in their own time and space, and for us, we create a sacred space of love and connection, and then we'll do a variety of exercises. There's just so many, I won't get into them now, but it does involve communication, it involves massage, sensual touch.
It's all about getting to know yourself better in the presence of another person, your beloved. And when you do that, you expose a part of yourself, and your beloved accepts that part of yourself, and it's easier for you to love yourself in the presence of another person. It's scary at first. It can be scary at some times, but the rewards are so worth it. It's so valuable to be more open and more loving, and I really think it's what everybody wants. It's just nobody really knows how to do it. And one of the neat things about Skydancing Tantra is it offers these really simple practices that you can do at home. You might learn them in a workshop that we teach, or that you might learn them through a video that we're going to offer. But then you get to practice it at home, in the privacy of your own home, and you get to love your partner more.
It's really fun and so safe and connecting that couples find it really enjoyable. That I appreciate most the idea of really opening my heart and the idea of being in the present. That's one of the main points of Tantra, is to be so focused that you can enjoy things on such a subtle level. It increases the intensity immensely for whatever you're doing, whether you're eating, cooking, playing with your kids, or making love with your beloved. While we talk about Tantra as a benefit for relationships, it's also really for the individual, because before you can be in a meaningful relationship, it is about loving yourself, knowing what is important. So you learn a lot about receiving and giving and how to communicate and be present in a relationship.
And some of the events we offer are active meditations that you can come to by yourself. It's a solo practice. But through doing the guided meditation, you get to know yourself more and open your heart to greater possibilities. And you can do it. The neat thing is you're doing it in a room with other people, and you may not know the people, but they're going on the same journey with you. And it's really a fabulous way to open up and change your life.